Most people think YouTube is saturated. They think you need to be famous, lucky, or have millions of subscribers. That belief is wrong. And if you understand why, YouTube becomes one of the best long-term income opportunities online. In this video, I'm going to show you why YouTube still works in 2025 and beyond, how YouTubers actually make money, the two metrics that decide whether your channel grows or dies, and how to approach YouTube like a long-term asset, not a hustle. This isn't hype. This is how the platform actually works. Okay, first, why YouTube is different and why that matters. YouTube isn't just social media. It's a search engine and content library. That single difference changes everything. On most platforms, content has a short lifespan. A post might spike, then disappear forever. On YouTube, a good video can rank in search, get suggested next to similar videos, and be discovered months or years later. That means your work compounds. Think of each video like digital real estate. You build it once, and it can keep paying you in views, subscribers, and revenue long after you upload it. Obviously, some videos will flop and some will do okay, and occasionally one becomes a long-term performer that keeps bringing traffic every day. That's the model. Now, how do YouTubers actually make money? Let's talk numbers. Realistically, the primary revenue source is ads through the YouTube Partner Program, and to qualify, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in 12 months. And once you're in, YouTube places ads on your videos and splits the revenue with you. On average, creators earn anywhere from $1 to $3 per 1,000 views in low-paying niches and $10 to $20 and more per 1,000 views in higher-paying niches like finance, business, or software. The exact number depends on your niche, your audience's location, and how long people watch. Here's a simple example. If your channel averages $5 per 1,000 views, that's $500 per 100,000 views and $5,000 per 1 million views. And the key part is that those views don't need to happen all at once because videos stack, and that's how channels quietly grow into real income streams over time. If you want to understand YouTube growth, forget everything else and focus on two things: the click-through rate, also known as the CTR, and the audience retention. Get these two metrics right, and YouTube does the rest. The CTR is the percentage of people who click your video when they see it. If 1,000 people see your thumbnail and title, and 80 people click on one of them, then that's a solid 8% CTR. If 10 people click, then that's a bad 1% CTR. You following? If so, you now understand that CTR is driven by titles and thumbnails, not your editing, not your intros, and not your camera quality. If people don't click, the video goes nowhere. End of story. The CTR answers one question. Did you give people a reason to care? That's it. Now, retention is what happens after the click. YouTube usually tracks how long people watch, where they drop off, and how many finish the video. If viewers leave your video after 10 seconds, then YouTube stops pushing your video. If viewers stay, then YouTube promotes it more. This shows you that high retention tells the algorithm, this video is keeping people here. Quick side note, if you're serious about building this the right way, I run a private community where creators break down titles, thumbnails, and scripts together, and I share what's actually working in real time. It's free to join, and I've put the link in the description. YouTube growth equals people who click and keep watching. That's it. Everything else supports those two goals. New creators obsess over the wrong things. They worry about cameras, intros, logos, fancy animations, and looking professional. None of that matters if nobody clicks or if people get bored immediately. See, the fastest growing channels focus on strong ideas, clear titles, and simple but engaging delivery. They respect the viewer's time and they get to the point. Now you may ask, how do I improve my CTR and retention? Here's how this looks in practice. For the CTR, you'll want to use clear, curiosity-driven titles. However, avoid vague phrases like my journey or thoughts on. Promise a specific outcome instead. Use a title like why most new YouTube channels fail and how to avoid it instead of my experience with YouTube. For retention, make sure to hook the viewers in the first 5 to 10 seconds. Tell them what they'll gain by staying, remove any fluff, and deliver value early. Think of it like, here's what you'll learn, and here's why it matters. Every section should earn the next one. One mindset shift that changed everything for me was when I stopped trying to do everything myself forever. Work on your channel, not in your channel. At the start, yes, you should do it all, and that's normal. But as soon as you can, you want to delegate low-leverage tasks, the low-hanging fruits like editing. Why? Because your highest value activities are researching ideas, writing scripts, improving hooks and structure, etc. Those are what actually grow the channel. Even outsourcing one video per month can free up time and prevent burnout. Emphasis, not you being lazy. That's just how real systems scale. Here's the honest part. YouTube is simple, but not easy. Growth is slow at first. Actually, painfully slow. For months, it can feel like nobody's watching, nothing is working, you're wasting your time, etc. That's normal. Most people quit right before momentum kicks in. Growth on YouTube is rarely linear. It's exponential. Slow, 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 then suddenly faster. Each video improves your skills with better hooks, better pacing, and better ideas. And eventually, one connects, then another. Then YouTube starts trusting your channel. That's the flywheel effect. Now, everyone asks, how long does it take? And the honest answer is that some people gain traction in 3 to 6 months, but for others, it can take a year or more. It depends on the time invested, the willingness to improve, and the consistency. The emphasis, only timeline that guarantees failure is quitting early. So you'll want to commit to 6 to 12 months with one path and one focus. That's how momentum builds over time. Now, I want you to listen carefully. Your early videos will not be great. That's not a flaw, that's the process. Every failed video gives you data on where people clicked off, what held their attention, and what didn't work. And get this. Creators who succeed don't take failure personally. They treat it as feedback, and that mindset is non-negotiable. Alright, time to build your first faceless YouTube video together from A to Z. This is a complete beginner walkthrough, and you can follow it step by step. The first step is choosing the right topic, and this is where most beginners go wrong. We're not guessing what people might want to watch. Go ahead and open YouTube and type in a broad phrase like how to save money. As soon as you type it in, YouTube will show autocomplete suggestions like how to save money fast, how to save money on a low income, how to save money as a beginner, etc. These suggestions exist because people are actively searching for them. Your job is to pick one of these topics. For this example, we'll choose how to save money on a low income. This topic works for 3 reasons. It solves a clear pain point, it has strong search intent, and it's perfect for beginners. Once you choose your topic, simply lock it in. Next, we turn that topic into a script, and this is where AI saves you a ton of time. AI is not here to think for you. What it's here for is to speed things up. Here's a prompt you can copy and paste. Write a 5-minute YouTube script for beginners on how to save money on a low income. Use a calm, practical tone with no hype and structure it with a strong hook, 3 steps, 1 example, and a clear takeaway. That prompt will usually give you about 80% of what you need. Your job is the final 20%. Remove any fluff, simplify the language, and make sure it sounds human. That's it. Your final script should follow this structure. A short hook in the first 10 seconds. Tip number 1, tip number 2, tip number 3, and a quick recap at the end. Once that's done, your script is finished. Now, it's time to decide how the video will sound. Your voiceover is your brand, even for a faceless channel, so it needs to sound calm and human. You have 2 good options. Option 1 is using your own voice. You don't need a studio. A quiet room, and a phone or basic microphone are enough. When you record, speak like you're explaining this to a friend, not reading an essay. Option 2 is using an AI voice. Paste your script into the tool, slow the pacing slightly, add a few pauses, and listen all the way through once. Here's the rule. If it sounds calm and human, it's good enough. Once you're happy with it, export the audio. Now we add visuals, and this part is much simpler than people think. You don't need fancy animations, you just need movement. At a minimum, include visuals like a stressed person dealing with bills, a calculator or budgeting app, a simple chart going down, on screen, text for each tip, etc. The key rule is this: something on screen should change every 5 to 10 seconds. No heavy effects and no overthinking. When you edit, forget perfection. Your goal is to make the video watchable. Start by cutting long pauses and removing repeated phrases. Add light zooms or cuts so the screen doesn't feel static. If you use background music, keep it very low so it's barely noticeable. Aim for a final length of 5 to 7 minutes. Here's a simple test. If you can watch the video once without getting bored, it's done. Next, your thumbnail is not art. It's a clarity test. Use 3 to 5 big words that are easy to read on a phone. Make sure the colors have strong contrast. Use one clear object as the focus. For example, the text could say "save money fast" and the image could be a piggy bank or a downward arrow. That's all you need. When it comes to titles, search comes first. Use this simple formula: how to solve the problem plus a specific promise. For example, how to save money on a low income, 5 simple changes. When you upload, the first 2 lines of your description matter the most. You could write something like, struggling to save money on a low income. This video shows simple ways to start saving today. After that, add 2 or 3 short bullets and include chapters if the video is longer than 5 minutes. Pin a comment that asks a question like, what's the hardest part about saving money right now? Then publish. In the first week, expect low views. That's completely normal. Between weeks 2 and 4, one video may start getting traction or ranking in search. Your job during this time is simple. Read the comments, notice what confused people, and improve the next video. Now you repeat the same process every week. Same system. New topic. A slightly better hook each time. That's the entire strategy. Notice what we didn't do. We didn't use a camera. We didn't over-edit. We didn't guess what might go viral. We followed demand and executed cleanly. If you want help with scripts, hooks, thumbnails, and feedback, you can join my private community using the link below in the description. No pressure, but it's there if you want support. Before we wrap up, I want to lock this in. I'll probably sound a bit motivational, but I have to say this. YouTube isn't about viral luck. It's about building assets, stacking skills, and playing a long game that most people just won't play. You don't need fame, perfect gear, or permission. What you need is consistent effort, willingness to improve, and patience. That's it. And a year from now, you'll either have a growing library of content that's working for you or nothing at all because you didn't start. So the second best time to start is today. If this video helped you, then I'd appreciate it if you'd like it. It genuinely helps more than you think, and feel free to subscribe for more clear and no hype creator breakdowns. And watch the next video. I'll show you how to find trending search topics that actually convert into views so you can start building momentum immediately. Start now. Your future self will thank you.